And we're back.
Yes.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to be saying right now. This is our first one ever. Yeah.
Yes.
So it feels a little weird. I don't.
It's not Sunday.
I'm not saying boom. No booms.
No booms on Wednesday.
I got a cramp anyway. So I'm saying boom like that. I can't say it like that.
So Hip Hop Speaks is real and in effect right now.
Yes, it is.
So the show is basically where we get to hear 90s to now. Even though I don't like none of the hip hop today, I'm just I'm just saying it out loud because
no J. Cole.
J. Cole, he's all right. I like Kendrick. Like there's a few, but most hip hop music sucks.
All right.
So that's out right now. I'm a 90s chick.
Okay.
But we want to showcase the difference between the 90s and what's going on now.
Well, can I just give you a word of caution?
Oh Lord.
So. We can't be like, you remember you used to drive with your parents in the car and they used to play that old music. They don't sing like they did in my day.
Yes.
Bobby Womack. Y'all listen to KK on Bobby Womack. So we got to make sure we don't be like, in our day, hip hop was real. And now it's hard. We got to make sure that we got to give the youngins a shot.
I mean, I do, but I don't like the fact that all the youngins sound exactly the same. Like, all of them sound exactly the same. Chief Keef. I can't do Chief.
I don't know what he's saying yet.
Me neither. But my 22-year-old, that's hit. Like he's like, yo, they hot. I'm like, what is he saying though?
Right.
Like I need the subtitle. You know what I mean?
Sit in our shoelaces.
I don't get it.
Put on my wife's shoelaces. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to do.
And then who else? Like I love Kendrick.
Yep.
I like J. Cole.
Yep.
Lupe was my man.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah, for today. Who else is rocking today?
Well, I mean, we definitely have some guests in the building that I know they're going to give us their top 5 dead and alive.
Okay.
And I want to know because one of them is a youngin.
Okay. So you basically dissed his generation.
Nah.
All right.
But no, I want to welcome our first guest, Young Reap. And Great Dame.
How you doing?
Look. RL Music Group in the building.
What's up? See why I am coming soon.
Look out for them. We appreciate, being the first guest. So
yeah.
One day, you might be talking. I was the first guest on that show. It's worldwide now.
For real, because I'm trying to be Oprah son, so I'm trying to take it on.
I just want to make $1. So I was my first dollar and put it on the wall. I was harassing Scholar while when I was harassing him when I was out there. I was like, just give me free, give me something. So
I want to talk a little bit about the reason why you started your own music group, Dame. And how long have you been in production and things like that first? So I know you just had surgery, so I'm not gonna make you talk a lot, but I want to know the history as to why you did
why
that.
I took that route.
Yeah.
Well, I've been rapping off and on, like I say, like 10 years, and why I say off and on because I wasn't really taking it as serious as I should. Mm-hmm. So when I decided to take it serious, I wasn't gonna like wait around on a record deal or for anybody to give me a handout or anything like that. So I just pretty much got started. I was like, I'm gonna start my own company, do my own music, put it out, do my own touring, stuff like that, and just kind of be hands-on, grounds up, from the ground up, and take it from there. If a deal comes along, it comes along, but I'm not gonna sit and wait. So that's how that got started as far as the RL Music Group.
Okay.
And just looking into artists and things, and also I wanted to have something to fall back on and not just be an artist my whole time. So I was
Indeed.
like, maybe after I could be behind the scenes, and that's something that I like. So that's how that got started and how we here right now. Reap Youngin in the building. Look out for that TYIM. That's 10 years in the making. Hashtag TYIM.
Okay, and I know Reap just had a show.
Oh, yeah.
A couple shows.
Yeah.
There was one in Rhode Island, and you had another one with Leo. What's his name? What's another show? Is there another show coming up, or did that one already happen?
That was probably a live one.
Oh yeah.
Cloud9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Cloud9 one.
Right.
Now, did that one happen already?
Yeah, that just passed.
Okay, so how was it?
Well, he been doing his thing.
Yeah.
I know he just had a show with Joel. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. We did
Joel Ortiz.
Joel Ortiz out there in out in Lowell. Opened up for him.
So, what made you start rapping, son?
It's funny. The first time I ever wrote, I was actually listening to, I listened to the Monday Night Mixtape. It was J Hood on the radio, and when he dropped that Monday Night Mixtape, I was like, damn, I got to do this.
Okay.
So I just sat and I wrote my first verse, and it came out kind of dope. So I was like, damn, I'm nice. So I just kept writing, just kept getting better.
Okay, so you wrote your first verse. How did you know it was a verse? Like, how did you know it was? You know, like, how did you know you had it?
I've always been into music, so like I've always loved rap, like since I was young, because I got older brothers, so they're always listening to it. Okay. So I already knew how to count bars already, and I knew it was usually like 16 bars a verse, so I just wrote 16 bars.
You know how many people don't know that? Well,
so I seen. I was just looking at this video on YouTube before coming in here, and they were talking about how most MCs don't make any money, even when they sign a record deal. They were talking all about recouping and everything like that. Now you are just up and coming right now. Do you consider yourself an established artist, or you still out there grinding to start making like a real living off of it?
Nah, yeah, I definitely consider myself up and coming. Be out there right now, just trying to get up on these shows, do more shows. About to release this project TYIM. I'm gonna try to get that out there. But yeah, I don't think I'm established, not yet, but I'm up and coming, definitely.
Okay.
It's a lot of work, man.
It is.
You have to be willing to travel, leave your family at home, go not make no money, still just to get your name out there and stuff. It's
called branding.
Right.
Yeah, that's that branding.
Yeah.
So what made you join forces with Dame?
We actually linked up through a mutual friend, and we sat down, talked. I liked his vision, where he was going with it, and then so we were just basically on the same page, and we just clicked.
Okay, I like it. Now I want you to tell people, how old are you, Reap?
I'm 28.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
look, he looks 16, don't he?
I was checking my watch. I was like, is it going to be like past his bedtime when it's over?
I keep my ID everywhere I go.
That's why they call him Reap Youngin. He's gonna be young forever.
He is, because you got that. The genes is strong.
I know black don't crack, but
no, it don't. So I know that. So tell me this. So with is this a mixtape or is this a LP or EP?
It's a mixtape.
Okay. All right. So the mixtape is called what again?
TYIM. 10 years in the making.
10 years. So how long have you been in the rap game?
I've been writing probably for about 12 years.
if you had to describe your style, how would you describe it? Is it street? Is it is it like Drake? Is it singing? What like?
We gonna talk about Drake too. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We talking about that hotline bling.
Yeah. What type?
No, actually, I think I'm more like a mixture, because I like all different types of music, so I don't only let one type of music influence what I do. So I like R&B. I like to like the melodic hooks.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do like to get into straight bars, because I did come up listening to like Fab, Jadakiss, so artists like that. So I do like to be lyrical, but at the same time I do like music.
Now, are you the same type? Are you the same type of artist as he is? I know you. I apologize. I know you had.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay. All right. But I'm more street based. I come from I'm more like a throwback type of artist.
The 90s. Okay.
Yeah, the 90s.
Right.
See, because that's my genre, son.
So I'm more. I'm not nothing against the new music, because I like the new music too.
What you like about the 2015 music?
I like it because it's their thing, like it's their style, their way.
Yeah.
Just like for my era, there was cats that used to kick back and be like, I don't really like the Jay-Z's and they more like the rock camp. So it's just how you do what you do. But
so let me ask you a question: did it hurt your heart to see that Keith Murray and that dude from Onyx battle?
Yeah.
Fredro Starr.
A little bit.
No,
right now.
Yeah, because Keith was like, you know, I always like, you know, the most beautiful, you know, so it was
when he said like the 8th time, when it was his turn, he said like 8 times in a row. When he said that 8th time, I just like, I had to pause or something.
Yeah.
The first time I hope the ad came in for YouTube. I hope the ad came in.
Honestly, I couldn't even watch the whole battle. I didn't even you know, when you're like so like embarrassed for somebody, you feel embarrassed yourself. You're like, pause on me. You know, it is what it is. I think he came out later and apologized like the next day, like, you know, for that performance. So he said he was under the weather, took some meds.
More like under the influence.
Okay.
I think the whole time he thought he was doing a concert.
Yeah,
So
it's horrible.
It is what it is.
So what do you think? So what do you think about battle rap today? Because that's why I think the '90s hip hop. That's where I think it went. I think it went into battling now. That's where the '90s artists or the '90s feel is.
Yeah.
It's in the battles now. So would you ever consider? Would either of you ever consider going into that genre, going up against people?
Well, for me, the battle rap is cool. I don't mind it, but it's not. I've done it at a time and point as a younger artist, but it's not something I would want to do. Or, you know, I don't know about Reap. You know.
Yeah, it's actually how I started writing. Like I never, when I first started writing, I wasn't really like thinking about actually going into rapping. I just knew I could write, so I was just write verses. You know, like probably like 32 bar verses, and you know, sometimes, you know, I'll be
you just go in.
Right.
Okay, so I want to play a track.
Okay.
Now, which track do we want to play? Now, do we want to play the Roll Another One?
Oh, you got that list that up, right? That Ron Browse joint.
We do.
Yeah, we could jump into that. I think that's me, Ron Browse, Aries Onassis on it.
Mm-hmm. Now, huh?
Is that the lift that up?
Yeah, to lift that up.
So the talking about Aries.
Yeah.
So I've seen him, I think, twice, but I've never actually met him. Now the husband has met him. Now, how did you partner up with him, and how long have you known Aries?
We kind of came up like on the local scene, like always doing the shows locally, and we kind of met, you know, kept in touch, worked on a couple collabs, and he actually went on to do some things, you know.
Because isn't he in like Miami now?
I think he's in LA actually.
Okay.
So he's been working out there, working out a few situations, I believe, but he's doing his thing. He's always been doing his thing. Dope artist, man. Dope artist.
And then Ron, how you get that one?
Well, Ron was actually in town, and a mutual friend of mine knew his manager, and we got him down to the studio. He heard the record, and he was like, yeah, that one. We actually didn't have the record. We just went in that day, was skimming through some beats. He was like, let me pick this one right here. And his way of recording was actually different. I never seen anybody, like for me, seen anybody record like that. Okay. So he taught me a few things, you know.
All right, it's always good to learn.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so one question while the DJ is getting the track ready. I'm looking forward to listening to it. Are you? This is a question I'm gonna ask everybody who comes in here. Are you in it for the long haul?
Yeah, for me, I'm definitely in it for the long haul because I'm doing this on my own, so I ain't got it to be wasting time or paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and that was my motivation behind starting my own label, because if I didn't see it working out for me as a rapper, I didn't want to just say, all right, it's done, it's over.
Right.
I'll be behind the scenes because I love the music that much too. So
okay, all right.
You know, so I know it's when you say long haul, it's definitely a long haul.
Yeah.
It's not easy, you know.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, but them bills, if you gotta start working at the grocery store,
yeah, it's
real.
It's real.
It is tough stuff. What about, are you in it for the long haul?
Yeah, definitely. I always even said, like, if I was never to even like really quote unquote make it or like be famous or whatever, I would always still make music just because I love music so much.
Okay.
So I'm always gonna do it.
All right.
So we're gonna have you introduce your song.
Oh yeah, this record right here, man. It's Great Dame featuring Ron Browse, Aries Onassis. Lift that up.
All right.
That we're gonna listen to, right?
We are, but I want to talk about that one because that's the club banger.
Yep.
Right now, is that for the club or the strip club? Because you know there's different music.
Yeah, it's different. I think when we made it, it was for the clubs. It wasn't necessarily for the strip clubs, you know. And that record dates a couple years back. So at that time when we made that record, it was just for the clubs, just to warm it up type thing. It wasn't really for like the strip clubs. But you know, it's gotten some love with strip clubs and stuff like that. We don't mind what they played as long as they play.
I understand.
You got DJ Spinner in the house, the baddest DJ on this side of the Mississippi. So, and all you other DJs out there listening, support your local artists, please. That's what we need. We need to support each other, and that's why we're glad we got y'all up on here. So, so what else is going on with you guys?
Like I said, right now we working on Reap Youngin's mixtape, which is called TYIM, and that's 10 years in the making. We also got a mixtape. It features me, Reap Youngin, Nola B, Fresh, Breeze, which is other artists that's either managed by RL Music or they're on RL Music. And
Breeze got that hat though. I'm just
Breeze
saying.
got these hats right here that we working with. This is the Breeze and Co. snapback. So you know, get your wings, stay fly.
Well.
Yeah. So we you see Reap got the TY. So we definitely out here trying to brand and make sure we have our merch game up, you know, get that money off of that merch. So that's another thing too with us. Like,
all right, so if I wanted to cop a hat, where would I go?
You can hit us on the Instagram at So Great Dame on the Instagram. You can hit us. I should have a website up within by this weekend because we just got the hoodies in too. So.
Oh, you got a hoodie too?
Yeah, we got some hoodies, some shirts.
So we get love though, right? I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
We gotta set up the package for you guys.
That's right, and we're gonna put it out there on our radio and Facebook page. We can put it out there for y'all. Y'all know some of y'all like to wear stuff out of state, and then when they see where you get that from, they're like, nah, they don't sell this.
Exactly.
So support your own. I'm really big with that.
So the business aspect of owning your own label, managing artists, talk about that, because that's not an easy thing to do. Like, to have a vision is good, right? Because that means you're thinking and you got it. But that business sense. Now, if Reap wanted to, once he, gets to the point where he elevates to the point where he now wants to run his own thing, how hard is it to have your own label and manage people?
It's very hard, and it's still a working process. I'm learning every day, and I try to take in as much as possible. And so it's not easy by far, no stretch of the means. But I just take it on. I got that street sense in me where I'm gonna go get it. Like, I'm motivated, so that's a big key factor. But I wouldn't tell anybody to skip the other side of hitting them books and learning the business, because there's a lot to learn. There's a few books I done bought to I need to learn. I need to know this. That it's not just taught rapping or being on the streets. There's really things on the business side that you have to know. So, and you got to get your lawyers. You got to have your lawyers.
And make sure they're not crooks.
Yeah, So.
And that accountant, that ain't a crook. You know what I mean? So I got an accountant. The Caymans.
Because wording is everything when it comes to contracts and things like that. So you got to always make sure your team is right and try to just learn as much as possible. But it's not easy, and you got to be dedicated, and like he said, you got to be in for the long haul, especially with a label. It's not gonna turn in a year or two. There's no date on it. It may take 10 years. You know what I mean? It may take 2. You may be the artist that, or the CEO that found the artist that he popped right away, had a single, your independent label jump. And there's other dudes that tried, failed, some succeeded. So I'm just hoping RL Music could be one of them independent labels that had success and took it to the next level. Yeah. So that's
what does RL stand for?
It stands for real life. So it's real life music. So when we say RL Music, it's like, all right, real life music. That's what we about. That's what we try and give you. It doesn't mean it's street music. It's just every day. If I was working at a burger joint, I'm gonna tell you, listen, I was working at a burger joint. You know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna give you.
So that's the reason I asked that is because I know that's what I have been hearing. Because I know when you guys are working with the husband on Mass Appeal TV, I heard all the music. So I got that inside. Yeah. So it's always been what you're going through now.
Right.
That's why I always say I'm a 90s chick, because that's what the 90s did. They didn't talk about this so-called money that they're getting. They talked about the struggle. Like, I'm eating tomato sandwiches. You know what I mean? Like, they was talking about what's really going on, and I like the fact that that's what you guys are doing. Right. And you're keeping the spirit in the heart of real hip-hop and real music.
You scared me.
Look!
Because when they said he said working at the burger joint, he's like, that's what I want to say right now. Like, you working at Big Y now, right? I mean, no disrespect to anybody who works at Big Y. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I thought she was going to like...
I know I'm a little off the wall sometimes, but I be having points.
All right, my bad. I held my... I said, put that government out there.
I would not... I don't do that.
Okay.
But Reap, talk to me about the track that you want the people to hear that we are going to play today. Talk about.
We can start with A Way Out. That track right there is... that's just a song that I made. I actually made that song while I was incarcerated.
Okay.
And like just going through everything I was going through at that time, and not wanting to come home and repeat my same mistakes, that's where the basis for that track came from. I was just trying to find a way out of, the cycle that I was going through.
Who produced the track for you?
Who did that track?
Now, you're supposed to answer that like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm Diddy. I'm Diddy, son.
I know that's going to lead us to my next question about the producers, though. Because one thing that I've heard is that when people go in and they work with different producers, they all have their different habits. And sometimes their habits get on your nerves. Like, you'll say something, you'll hit a verse, and you'll be like, all right, we're going to keep that. And they be like, no, from the top. And then they try to tell you how to say it, how to do it. So is it difficult working with a lot of different producers? And do you work with a lot of producers in Worcester?
I don't really work with too many producers locally. I work with Tito Beats. I'm actually looking to work with another another producer named Christian Rodriguez. But other than that, I usually go online and I find producers that way for the most part.
Okay.
Now, how involved? So you write your music.
Yes.
Now, are you?
I don't have any ghostwriters.
I wasn't saying it like that. What I was saying was, are you able to make your own beats too? Like, are you in the engineering field as well?
I actually want to get into producing.
Okay.
But I've never actually like tried it myself.
That Triton is on point, son. I'm just saying. I got the fingers down.
I got a good ear, I can always keep a beat. So I think I'll like.
And I got a 3-year-old that could do the piano, son. I got you. I'm trying to do 10%. I'm just saying no. But I like the fact, and okay, so you spoke that you were incarcerated, right?
Yeah.
Now, you came out and you said that you did not want to make the same mistake twice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is one of, because I know you have a baby too.
Yes.
So was that one of the reasons why you were like, I'm not going back, I'm not going to do the same things that I was doing. I'm going to, do something different because I have my seed.
Right. Yeah. I mean, well, I didn't have her when I came home.
Okay.
But at the same time, like just being involved with the whole court system since I was younger, being on and off probation, whether I was locked up or not, I was just tired of the whole process of it. Got to pay all that money to these people, and it's just a hassle.
Well, if you guys have any questions for Great Dame or Young Reap, you guys can text us. Our text lines are open at 774-823-4394, and you can, if you have any questions for them, we are open to hearing those questions, and we can read them online. So, you got a child,
Yeah.
and you in this for the long haul.
Definitely.
You chose a very, very difficult road.
I did.
And not a lot of, because, let's be honest, there's a lot of people who you see back in the day, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be big. And they write their Hot 16, oh, he's going to be something. And then 3 months later, they like, yeah, I'm going to be a football player. You're like, what? Wait, what? I thought you were gonna be a rapper. Then 3 months after that, like, yeah, I'm gonna be a computer engineer. And it's like they switch so much.
Nah.
But you're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, definitely. Music is in me forever. Like,
okay.
even with my daughter, like if you see her, you put on some music, like the first thing
she's so cute. Oh my god.
Yeah, she turns up. Yeah, she's funny.
Okay, so now let me ask you this: the type of music that you do, will your daughter be able to listen to some of that music?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I got some songs that I would definitely let my daughter hear. I actually got a song for her called "Letter to My Daughter" that I wrote before she was born.
Oh, okay.
So I actually can't wait until she gets old enough to understand, so I can play that song for her. I want to see.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how many tracks on the mixtape?
10.
Okay, and which is your favorite?
My favorite. I would have to say.
No, because look on Tuesday the baby, I like the baby. On Wednesday, I like the 10-year-old sometimes. You know what I mean? So not every day you like. Oh, listen.
It's not the same every day. Like Claim to Fame is definitely one of my top. I'd probably say my top 3 songs on there.
Okay.
I love that song that I did, and also Visions of the Top, because that's just like me talking about like everything that I see in the future. You know what I mean? Like I learned about this thing. It's called mindsight over eyesight, where they tell you don't, just because you can't see something in front of you with your own eyes doesn't mean that it's not going to happen for you. So you got to have that mindset to keep your mind on track so you can get to where you. He
dropping jewels today. All right, dropping jewels.
Right.
So we're gonna get into another song, and it's gonna be Nola.
Yeah, Nola B.
Yep. So go ahead and introduce that.
This song right here is from Nola B. He's an artist managed by RL Music, and he's from New Orleans. He's a dope artist, man. Dope artist. He's a producer as well. I think he was working with Juvie for a little bit too. Juvenile, like right before he got back on Cash Money. I know he was recording with him. I don't know how many joints they did, but he actually got a dope single out with Kid right now called Narcotics. So look out for that. Nola B featuring Kid, Narcotics. G, you know what up. But this song is called Kite to My City from Nola B. And he just letting you know about where he from, New Orleans, and where he been, but no place like home. So, check it out. Nola B, Kite to My City.
All right.